Hi. In this video I'd like to share with you basically how we would handle records that would come from the record company and how we would handle them in the radio station in the studios back in the days of vinyl, the golden age of vinyl, which hasn't been around now for I believe 20 years, maybe 25. We would get radio station not for sale promo 45s from the record companies. Usually they would send these records to the radio stations in a very flimsy paper sleeve. And these sleeves are the same sleeves that the records came to, or how they sat in the shelves in the stores. And these radio station promo 45s, basically because we would be playing these records if the recording got on air, if it got into the rotation of our playlist, they would be played a lot. So what we would do is we would simply take them before we would put them in the control room and place the records in a cardboard type sleeve. This is about 5, maybe 10 times sturdier than that of a paper sleeve. So what we would do is we would place these in the cardboard sleeve because it would, preserve the longevity of the recording. Now, once in a while, the program directors or the music directors would actually place a label or a sticker across the face of the recording. And I'll walk a little closer to the camera here so you can see this, hopefully. But unfortunately, they'd put stickers on the 45s, and this information would have the length of the song, how it ends, whether it fades or it ends cold, or if and it also gives the intro time. So the disc jockey would know how long that they could talk before the singer would start singing, because it sounds terrible if you're talking over the singer as they sing. That's a big no-no in radio. There also would be a clock. Every time we would start a record, the clock would start from 0 and count, so we could keep track of how much time has gone by or elapsed before the singer starts. So we know that this has got a 12-second intro, we've got 12 seconds to talk. Now these stickers would give us the ability as the 45 sat queued up on the turntable to glance over at it and actually see that information. So that's the reason they would put stickers on there. It's unfortunate, but a lot of great collectible records ended up with stickers on them, such as this one. But that was pretty rare. Now, once in a while, if the recording was a reissue, I guess the record companies would just simply put a label on it themselves that says "Not for Sale," promo 45, instead of actually printing it on the label. That's if it's a reissue, and that's exactly what this is. This is an Elvis Presley Lawdy Miss Claudy. It's a gold standard reissue. It's not the original that was released, so therefore they just put a white sticker across, which would be side A, and side B is shake, rattle, and roll. Now these records, these recordings occasionally would come with picture sleeves, but again, we wouldn't use these in the control room, and most of these picture sleeves just got thrown out, unfortunately, if they did come in a picture sleeve. Usually it was just the same picture sleeve as a record would have in the store as you bought it. Only the record itself would have "Not for Sale" printed on it with the DJ information, with the intro time and running time and how the song ends, whether it's cold fade or a cold fade. There's other variances of it. These records, as you can imagine, are very rare. Of course, vinyl is not being played on the radios anymore. Everything's computer. CDs haven't even been played in radio station control rooms for many years, as far as I know. It's been a while since I've been in radio, but everything was pretty much on computer. Of course, we would have the abilities to insert music and remove music as we needed on the air. But more often than not, the playlist is pre-generated for the disc jockeys in the control room. They don't have a lot of discretion when it comes to playing records on the air. So these promo 45s are valuable. They're rare. Also, the fact that probably, my guess is, and I don't know for sure, probably less than a couple thousand, if that, were ever pressed of radio station 45s. Anybody who's watching this video, if you perhaps worked for the record company, whether you be a somebody in the actual printing or the pressing plant, or if you had anything to do with that, or if you were a radio record representative, feel free to comment on the video. I'd like to, it'd be great to know really how many rare promo 45s would be pressed. And it would also depend on the demand of the record. Not every record gets heavy airplay, as you probably understand listening to Top 4. Some records you hear frequently, all the time. It's been that way for as long as I can remember. Other songs don't get as much airplay, and therefore there would be less demand to print more of those records for the radio stations. So that wraps it up. I appreciate you watching this video, and while I'm here, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.